What's Hood? Welcome to Trap Junkie Sports.
3, 2, 1.
What's good? What's the word? What's hood? Yo, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown for the reason why the Bucks would have been foolish for giving up Giannis. Check this out. In the modern NBA, we are obsessed with the next big thing. You see superstars hit 30. You see teams struggle for a few weeks, and the trade machines start humming. They humming it. They start coming. Right now, the vultures are circling Milwaukee, my hometown, Milwaukee, the mill wheel. You dig? But the narrative is everywhere. Should the Bucks blow it up? Is the Giannis era over? Like, really? Like, what is it? Like, what's going on? Everybody want to see Milwaukee collapse, see his collapse wood. I just don't get it. You know, could they get a historical haul of picks for Giannis? I mean, is there anything that we could do? What can the Bucks do? Just tell me. Just give me an idea. But today, putting the rumors to bed, we aren't looking for the jersey swap, the hypothetical mock trades, looking for the cold hard math. Because it looks like the advanced analysts specialize in wins and shares. Trading Giannis and Antetokounmpo isn't just a bold move. It would be the most statistically illiterate mistake in the history of sports. In the history of sports, especially Milwaukee sports. We done gave up Kareem. We even gave up Marcus Johnson. But that's another story. Let's talk about why Giannis is a win share god. Let's be honest. And why the Bucks would be absolutely fools to let him go. So check this out. We're going to use win shares as a blueprint to this. And just listen and just check it out. What really makes sense. Before we dive into it, the Greek freak numbers, we have to understand the metrics. What are win shares? Simply put, it's an advanced stat that divides up the team's success among its players. Its factor of the offense efficiency, defensive stops, rebounds, and how much a player presence actually translates to a W. So, offense and defense. We're not just talking about offense. We're not just talking, Jokic. We're not just talking about defense, Rudy Gobert. Although those are some of the two highest win share players that we do have in the league. You're going to win some games with them on your team. But we got Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Greek freak. Yeah, you dig. So check this out. Most players are lucky to crack 5 or 6 win shares in the season. On the All-Star usually sits around 10. But the elite tier 1 legends, they live in a 12 to 15 range, okay? Giannis doesn't just live there, he owns the neighborhood. Since his first MVP season, Giannis has consistently been at the top of the league in both offensive, defensive win shares. He is one of the few players in history who can carry a top 5 offense and a top 5 defense simultaneously. You feel me? Simultaneously. You don't trade that. You don't even take the phone call. You feel me? You just don't do those type of things. He's an efficiency monster. And let's look at it from that standpoint. Now let's look at this efficiency king stat. Win shares per 48 minutes. This is what we finna look at. This is how we compare players across eras, regardless of how many minutes they play. As we saw in the all-time ranking, the list of top 20 players in the win share 48 minutes in the list of greatest human to ever pick up basketball. We're talking about Michael Jordan, Will Chamberlain, David Robinson. Giannis Antetokounmpo is currently sitting in the elite stratosphere. In his peak season, he has posted win share numbers north of .2880. .280. That's what it is. So Giannis is 3 times better than the average NBA player in the league. Check that out. When people say get 5 first-round picks for him, they forget that the odds of any of those 5 picks ever reaching a 200 win share, .200 win share, is less than 1%. You are trading a guaranteed historical outlier for a handful of maybes. Now check this out, the two-way tax. Think about it like this is a two-way tax. The reason Giannis win shares are so high and so hard to replace is the two-way tax. Most superstars give you win shares on one end. Like I said, Nikola Jokic, offensive win shares. Rudy Gobert, defensive monster. He has great win shares. But Giannis, he's a rarity, two-way unicorn. In 2020, he joined Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon as the only players to win MVP, Defensive Players of the Year, the same season. That's remarkable company. Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, the motherfucker be saying Giannis. Yeah, Giannis. So check that out. So when you look at that, man, you know what I'm saying? He has a shot. His shots is falling. He wins the game with 15 rebounds, 3 blocks, and stuff like that. You know, that's the type of stuff that Giannis do. Now check this out. If Milwaukee trades Giannis, they aren't just losing the score. They're losing the defensive anchor and primary transition threat and their best rebounder. So think about it. That's not worth it. You know, you would need to trade for 3 separate elite players just to fill the man's shoes. Come on, man. Let's get it together. This is like the Wizard and Jordan fallacy. You know, this is like make believe. You can't get these type of things all the time. You know what I'm saying? But check this out. Giannis is getting old. His value will never be higher. So let's take a look at that. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the longevity and win share leaders. You know, you got Kareem, LeBron, Karl Malone. These guys at the top echelon of this, right? Why? Because they got high IQs. And that's the main thing that counts. They got high IQs. And that counts more than anything, you know. Even Giannis, you know what I'm saying? He has a great basketball IQ. Even when Giannis loses like his little vertical, his ability to manipulate, you know what I'm saying, get to the hoop, you know, hey, he ain't gonna do it get better because, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna use his IQ, his game IQ. Look at the Bucks roster without him. Win shares total would plummet and perennial 50% 50-win seasons would actually drop down. But sure, they won't have another 50-win season until they get another 2 superstars, maybe another big 3. There's no retooling after trading a top 20 all-time win share leader. There's only the long dark path of going down this dark ass hole or rabbit hole, whatever you want. Just ask the Cavs of LeBron after they had LeBron the first time. Then the second time, then the motherfucker, he was gone. Maybe the Bucks can pull a move and bring LeBron over the hoop with Giannis. Hey, it'd be a good Robin to Giannis, you know. Giannis Batman, hey. Brown Robin, you know, or Tonto. You know what I'm saying? You got the long range, you got Tonto. But yeah. The math is clear. Giannis Antetokounmpo is just the face of the franchise. You know, we got to look at it for what it is. He's statistically the best player in the last 40 years. So we got to look at it for what it is. If the Bucks front office look at this guy who is consistently producing 12-plus win shares a season, a guy who is currently climbing the all-time efficiency ladder, and decides to trade him for a potential, they aren't just rebuilding, they are committing basketball suicide. Yeah, because the franchise would be on its way down. You stick a fork in it, they done. For real. You don't trade a top 20 win share player. You just don't, you know? You build, you grind, and you enjoy the fact that you living in a legend. You got a living legend that's playing with you, you know, or for your franchise, you know. Because look, once he's gone, Giannis ain't coming back. Once Giannis is gone, the brother ain't coming back. It's over. Sense or for moving Giannis, is it worth it for the Bucks? Is it worth it for the other team? I'm sure it's worth it for the other team. Just get rid of whoever they got for Giannis. But would it be worth it for the Bucks? You know, I don't know. You know, you do the numbers. You know, to me, he's Mr. Untouchable. You know, I wouldn't do anything with him. So, hey, let's subscribe. Just subscribe, like, share if you like this video, and you know, give me your comments. Let me know. You know, so this is my first video. You know, we'll see how everything went. But yeah, join me again. It's Trap Junkie Sports. You out of this bitch. Peace. Have a good one.